militante de Inácio.
Yeah, a supporter of Ignazio, that guy, the journalist from CazéTV, right? He was doing a live broadcast, tried to make fun of, to mock the police. In the United States, they arrested the guy, Kaze. He was doing the broadcast there and all. When the guy went to mock the police officers, he was already on his way to the slammer. I'm gonna show everything here. Hit that like button, smash it, spread it around, share it a lot. We're gonna show everything now, guys. But first, I want to present you with an opportunity here, Slim Fever. I always post videos here that I made recently, lost 2 kg in a day. People say no, it's just water weight and all that. Look at the images, look at my face, look at my face. I only sell the product here because I fully trust it. Look at my face, look at the image. This really works. It hasn't even been a year. Not even a year this year, really. I know what I'm saying. Look, the pants. My pants, look how loose they are, and look, they're already here. I don't wear a belt. Look, I can fit a hand in here. The product works, obviously. The person has to have, discipline, dieting is like that. We have to plan, but it helps a lot of people. It was 20 kilos that I lost, right? After 40, we end up in a tougher situation. Losing weight really is harder. Even practicing physical activity every day, and I wasn't able to lose weight. With focus and discipline, I managed to lose it. The images speak for themselves. Look at my face is totally different. So, if you don't want to miss this opportunity, it's worth it. It's an easier, completely natural way. It's a little powder that you add, right? Yeah, especially with those greasy meals, it's going to help you get rid of fat, to lose inches. The link is right here, just below. A great opportunity to lose weight in a healthy way and improve your quality of life. It totally changes things. Pants that didn't fit before start to fit. We end up with much higher self-esteem. That's the truth, right? The link is right here below for anyone who doesn't want to miss this opportunity to lose weight today, okay? The United States is the United States, such a big country, because there are rules there. Things are serious there. Several of our friends, right, who know the United States. I believe many of you who follow me also know very well there. A rule is a rule. It may be that from time to time there's an exception or two, but it's not the norm. What we see here, the country, the way things are, people always try to find a workaround and all, but over there, there's no workaround. Public safety personnel take their jobs very seriously. Over there, there's none of this thing where people keep protesting, calling for the police to be abolished like here, right? It's impressive. The left calls for the abolition of the military police. That's not considered an attack on democracy. It's not an attack on the democratic rule of law. Yeah, but if you criticize certain authorities, for God's sake, we know how things work, right? And then the guy goes there thinking that, right? You can mock honorable police officers who are just doing their job in every possible way. And I ended up in jail. Look, that Diego de Fonte guy, right? Lula supporter, PT supporter, and from CazéTV, right? People are discussing everything here, see? The detention of Diego de Fonte in the United States during the World Cup coverage made waves among colleagues and on social media. According to information released so far, the comedian supposedly played a prank on security agents near MetLife. Estero in New Jersey ended up being approached by the police. The incident happened while he was creating content about the World Cup. Videos posted on social media show the reaction. The case was discussed among members of the coverage team who commented on the approach with surprise. What did he do? What did he do this time, right? What had he done, right? He'll have to explain. People are saying that he'll have to explain to that guy Kazé. It's Kazé's reputation that's at stake, right? After all, today, they are about inequality, violence, and the police. And the police first had a meeting with the police. It was first a police meeting with... about the World Cup, right? And also you have to have a bit of seriousness, right? If you want to make jokes, that's fine. But making fun of police officers working there, that's not right. It's that they think they can do this here in Brazil, that they can do this in the United States too. They're dazzled, they've grown a lot in a short time, right? There's no seriousness to it. There isn't. We've seen it several times already, right? The information released so far indicates that the individual was taken in to give a statement after being approached. There is no information yet on whether he was released or not. Vehicles here, just to emphasize, look, it was a bad joke. And then he ended up being detained. This supporter of Lula from the CazéTV booth used to produce content near the stadium, right? According to the information released, he was at the location producing content and following the movement of the fans when he played a prank on the security guard. According to reports from people who were in the area, the police didn't take the attitude well, right? They called the authorities to approach him. According to reports, he ended up being taken to a police station to give clarification, and no one knows what happened so far. Right, he's probably under arrest, since things work differently there than here, right? Right, look, so far no official information has been released about the situation. Look here, the image, him being taken away, arrested, right? And the internet went wild, right? Many Brazilians in the United States are commenting here. Look at that.
What's really funny is seeing a PT supporter in the United States. Diogo Defante, the comedian, tried to joke with a police officer yesterday in New York and the officer arrested him. This isn't Brazil, kid. You can't do whatever you want here, you lazy PT supporter, you crazy PT supporter. Diogo Defante was arrested, he was detained, he was arrested. It wasn't a joke, he was arrested. It's funny to see PT supporters who talk bad about the United States all the time and then come to the United States, a capitalist country. Go figure that out.
Because that's a fact. Yesterday I had shown it here. The Globo guy. He was covering the World Cup, over there in the United States. The guy, you know, for God's sake. I didn't want to be here. Who made me come here? I wanted to be back in Brazil. The World Cup here doesn't make sense, you know. He was criticizing the United States, saying he didn't want to be there, but he was there. Guys, they love the United States. They're just huge hypocrites. They need to talk to their base, to their supporters, you know? That's how it is. Scoring points with that little crowd is absolutely everything. So they keep, you know, looking for situations so they can, you know, bite the hand that feeds them. They're over there in the United States. Huge buzz, World Cup and all that. And these guys are talking bad about it. Destroying, tearing down the country. Which, you know, we can't even compare it to Brazil. We can't even go out on the street here. In the United States, they're completely relaxed. Those guys are trashing the United States. The nerve isn't just big, it's huge, right? They trash the United States and still stay there. Enjoying the burger. Taking advantage of their stay there. It's such surreal hypocrisy, right? Here, another influencer also talked about the arrest of the Lula supporter.
Videos on social media show Brazilians openly drinking on the street during the game, with even a street vendor selling drinks right in the middle.
That's not allowed. I showed it here yesterday. You can't sell alcoholic drinks on the streets. It's not like here in Brazil, right? Where people just go and do it. We know how it is. The poverty is really severe. Informal workers just want to earn some money. They pack it in a cooler and sell it. There it's forbidden. So, you can see how serious it is there. It's forbidden to drink alcohol on the street. It's forbidden. You can't do it. You can't. Right? And what many Brazilians say is Fabiano, Fabiano. Here, it's a fantastic country. Fantastic. Here, the law is the law. Here, there's no Supreme Court that will order the arrest of an innocent person and release someone who's guilty. If you commit a crime here, goodbye, that's it. You will be arrested. There's nothing that will get you out of jail. The laws here are obeyed. and the country is very powerful. And by doing that, for example, go there to the United States and get into trouble with an American. The police don't even care who's right or who's wrong. They will protect the American because it's obvious. It's their country. Here, it's totally different. Here, it's about, financial situations, political situation, right? If someone ends up at the police station, the guy is a criminal, a thug, highly dangerous and all that. He's free. But if you're a Bolsonaro supporter, and you're protesting against the absurd things happening here, then you stay in jail. That's what we've seen. Andre to Rap is free. Several other criminals are free. A mother who kills her own child is free, right? And ladies with the Bible in their hands are in jail. That's justice, right?
Like it's carnival in Salvador, but what they didn't know or pretended not to know is that here the law is taken seriously. See? Drinking alcohol in public is prohibited. To sell even a drop of alcohol here, you need a license and it's very hard to get. And that wasn't all. Yesterday there was also the comedian Diego de Defante. He was detained in New Jersey, next to MetLife Stadium, during Brazil's debut in the World Cup. He tried to joke around with an American police officer, but the officer didn't find it funny. And the system here did its job. Here there's no way to get around it.
There isn't.
Let me explain to you, there isn't. Do you know who you're talking to? Here there are laws and they apply to everyone. It's the same because Brazilians often mistake freedom for lack of rules when they arrive, thinking they can bend them. It's a sign of being clever, but actually it's proof of why Brazil doesn't move forward.
And that's the least of it here. This guy Diego Defante said, "Do you know who you're talking to? I'm from CazéTV. I'm gonna ruin your life." He was gonna threaten the cop and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Do that over there.
I get comments every day here on my Instagram. Alex, it's the politician's fault. It's this politician's fault. It's that other politician's fault. Now let's change politicians. Now things will get better. But let me tell you something. A politician is just a reflection of society. He represents exactly who we are as a nation. So, as long as we cut in line, try to find loopholes, and disrespect the most basic rules, no savior of the country is going to fix things. I didn't leave Brazil to escape a specific politician, but to get away from a system that punishes those who do the right thing and rewards those who do wrong. But here, no. Here the system works because the rules are the same for everyone. And it's that same seriousness that protects your money. So stop waiting for the next election to change your life. Start building your wealth. Now put it where the rules don't change according to the government's mood.
And that's exactly why these guys are top-notch. That's why they're at the level they're at. Because a rule is a rule. There's no way to bend it. There just isn't. Look at this video. This goofball right here.
This fool here. But now what?
And now you're locked up, buddy. You're locked up. There's no way out. This World Cup is tough for Lula. In another awkward moment from his supporter, hit the like button, spread it around. Share this video a lot. Show it to more and more people. And come be part of our family by subscribing to our channel. I'm back with more news and info on the Pise Filhos, Fabiano Gigay channel.